So today we're going to be taking a look at Galvatron. This is the Universe Deluxe figure. His alt mode is in fact a tank. As you can see, he is modeled in mostly gray and silver. And as you can see also, I'm just turning things around. And there's a little missile launcher we got going in Galvi number 25. I'm not sure what that gets at. His turret does rotate a full 360 degrees. However, it doesn't go up and down. Underneath you do see a little bit of kibble, but not too much that gets away in the figures. And that's really the only Decepticon symbol you see in that mode. Now, comparatively, next to Sunstreaker, you see he is a full deluxe size. Not as wide, but he is definitely longer thanks to the barrel length. Oh, shoots pretty good. It's definitely the farthest of any of the figures in the line. Shoots a good, say, 1.5 feet. The rear, as you can see there, just kind of flappy, so is the front. They don't really peg in anywhere. This is the way it was right out of the box. So, let's go ahead and start getting him ready for transforming. Gonna just pop the back treads open. Sorry, just turning some volume down. And those suckers are a little tight. You gotta pop them. Now take the missile part and that whole rear end and just flip it out. Then this is kind of hard. You actually have to snap apart and widen the turret and then let the actual barrel and the back units pop out, turn it around, and then close the turret underneath it. And this will form the figure's right arm eventually. And you got to turn that section around. Next, we're going to take the front of the tank and just kind of pop it open like this. This whole section will form its legs. Next thing you got to do is just fling those sides out. And you kind of want to extend that and just get that front part out of the way. It pivots on a hinge. It'll become kibble. Just rotate those down and then turn the entire figure, bottom or top, whole full 180. Next thing you're going to do is just turn so the silver points out, turn that entire lower section around, and then slide that treaded section forward as I'm doing here. And then that snaps into place. Sort of. It's kind of a very loose snap. And then you just fold the feet down. And there's my cat. And we're going to do the same for the other side. Now the one problem I did have was that whole assembly likes to fall off a lot. Yeah, so you just slide it into place there. It's actually kind of ingenious the way they did that, but the execution wasn't that great. And so we got the feet and the legs and the torso and the bottom part formed. Now this part's a little bit tricky because you just have a bunch of kibble getting in the way, and it's really annoying. You have to drop that whole part back, and then you have to rotate and slide the right arm into position. And then you just drop the left arm down. Be careful, that spot right there, that ball joint will pop out. On my figure, it's only done it once because it's pretty tight. And then you just slide all that down. And flip the hand out. On my figure, it doesn't look loose, but it's actually very loose. Now this backpack is really kind of a pain in the butt because you have to fold that flap in, and then the treads are supposed to connect to the pegs right there where I'm pointing. Unfortunately, it doesn't really stick, and the wheels that it actually rolls on get in the way. You're also supposed to just extend those out, but they're pointless. They serve no point, except to maybe make a little walking turret mode when he's in tank form. And you just snap those in, but they're not going to stay. And last but not least, you're going to take that section right there that I have my fingers on, slide it down, flip it down, and then slide the head up. I rather like that head reveal. It's a little annoying at times, but it gets the job done. And there we go. Now notice closed fist and open claw, which I'm not showing right now, but you just slide that down, and then you rotate that in, and then you've got the hand. And he's got an open clawed hand for a right hand. Yes, bang, bang, bang. And the head's pretty good. It's actually very well detailed. If you notice it went darker, my Mac fell asleep there. And his feet are pretty good looking. I mean, he's not a bad figure color-wise. I really enjoy the colors. Now, the Japanese Henkei version is going to be in a much lighter blue. Oh, and that backpack just flops around, and so does that part of Kibble. They're not attached whatsoever except at the hinge. His arm's not bad. He kind of stands up. You have to be very careful because those back panels will just flop down very easily. And I'm just fooling with my Mac there because the thing went into sleep mode on me. But I mean, he's not a bad figure. He's not bad looking. It's an interesting transformation. I'm fortunate because my figure doesn't have the same problems that some people do. It does have a little issue right there with the feet. It really limits posability, and it will fall down at times because the unit is top heavy. It just is, and I'm balancing it on my hand there, and it's going to fall over. Well, that was just more for show, but a lot of people seem to have an issue with it falling over. Now, I like the figure, but it could be so much better. I really think they tried too hard with this figure simply because his transformation is so complex compared to the others, it just doesn't make much sense. But if you want to spend the money, go ahead and get it. He is kind of short-packed. Yeah, on a whole, though, he's not that great. I'll catch you guys later.